Hi again. Today I want to talk to you about your mouth, what you speak, and what you do. There's nothing more important in life than controlling what you say, doing the right things. So, I'd like to start out with something that's very interesting to me, and that is that your mouth actually is like a tree that bears fruit. And what you speak is the fruit that you produce. For example, if you say something nice to somebody, you're producing a fruit that is good and it's lovely to them. They feel happy because you said something good to them. On the other hand, a person who curses other people and is angry at them all the time, or most of the time, this kind of person has a fruit that yields them very bad results. So I like to share that with you, the fruit of your mouth. And you will be satisfied by the fruit that your mouth produces. You'll actually eat that fruit. So you want to eat that good fruit, don't you? Why don't you think about today, when you're going to be talking to other people, when you even talk to yourself, you're going to bear fruit that you yourself will eat. For example, take a person who's always complaining out there, complaining about their situation in life, complaining about other people, backstabbing other people. This kind of person is actually, they're going to eat that fruit and they don't even have to speak to somebody else. They're going to have it come back at them, and it will be worse than they thought and be nothing that they would ever bargain for. On the other hand, a person who's always speaking things like, I can overcome this problem, I'll figure it out. I know it's difficult right now, but I think it's going to get better later. Oh yes, that person did me wrong, but I'm going to overlook it. There are better things to think about. I won't let that happen again. I think I have a bright future. This kind of person is going to lift up their own spirit. They're going to have a happier life. And I'm not saying to ignore reality. We all have difficulties in life. But by taking the right attitude and speaking it out, we influence ourselves and produce a wonderful fruit. And I think you would like that, wouldn't you? So there's another thing about this fruit, that a person who actually doesn't control what they say and they don't guard their mouth, they're going to have troubles. A person who guards their mouth preserves their life. They're going to have things happen to them that will be good. That's preserving your life. That means you have a life, and you know when you're living, you are happy, right? So preserve your life by guarding your mouth. There are many people who shoot off their mouth whenever they feel like it, but in the end, it isn't good for them. When you guard your mouth, you hold back your feelings sometimes when you feel like just telling somebody off or obliterating them in an argument. That's not the way to a good life. The good way is to hold back your feelings until you can talk calmly and speak something constructive. When you do that, you're going to see the level of your happiness rise higher and higher and higher. Some people, they don't even think about talking. They don't think about doing anything, and we call these people sluggards. They want a lot, yes, they desire, but they have nothing. Why? Because in addition to our words, we also have to put things into action, don't we? This person who just desires, and they watch videos, they have dreams about things they'd like to have, they actually don't have anything and they won't get anything. But the person like you, who's diligent, and they keep working at something every day, like I mentioned in a previous video, this person is going to be made rich. And I don't mean only in money. This means richness of character, richness of joy, richness of peace. Be diligent in your work. You'll find amazing things. There are other people who want things and they lie to get them. But people like you and me, we hate lying because lying removes somebody from reality. That means they don't want to live in reality. They don't want to live in this actual world. And I believe that lying is so destructive, it kills people. Yes, it kills people. So remember that. Keep your mouth free from any kind of deceit. You'll see good come to you from every direction. You're a righteous person. You hate lying, and I hope that you also tell other people. Share this video with somebody. Speaking of lying, there's a thing called counterfeiting, right? People have counterfeited money. The person who does this is loathsome. They're the worst kind of person. They're faking things. And I'd like to share with you something about being honest and what happens to counterfeiters. And this is a little story that I remember from way back. Now, these days we don't have a lot of printed money floating around. But there was a time when everybody used paper money, and this was often counterfeited. Well, the story goes that someone went to a banker, the head of the bank, and said, "How do you train your people to notice counterfeit money?" He said, "Well, we don't show them any counterfeit money. We just put them in a room dealing with real money every day. And after they get so familiar with that real money, they'll never accept a fake because they'll know it right away." You've heard the saying, you can't cheat an honest man. That's because an honest person is so used to the truth that when a lie or falsehood is presented to them, they refuse it immediately. And I believe that's you. And I'm so glad that you joined me today with this video. I'm looking forward to seeing you next time. I'm AJ. Have a great day.